is being fat. Normal is being thin. Normal is being visually impaired. Normal is being old. Normal is being young. Normal is being hard of hearing. Normal is being black. Normal is being white. Normal is having a learning difficulty. Normal is being Christian. Normal is being Muslim. Normal is needing step-free access. Normal is being a woman. Normal is being a man. Normal is speaking in sign. Normal is being gay. Normal is being straight. Normal is not looking like everyone else. Normal is being happy. Normal is being sad. Normal is hearing voices. Normal is growing up in Newham. Normal is coming from the other side of the world. Normal is not thinking like everyone else. Normal is living in a city where less than 1 in 5 tube stations have step-free access. Normal is spending an hour on the telephone to book a wheelchair space on the train because the online system doesn't cater for disabled people. Normal is having just 1 space for wheelchair users on the bus. Normal is the bus driver who refuses to stop alongside the curb to allow you to board. Normal is the parent who refuses to remove their buggy from the wheelchair space to allow you onto the bus. Normal is living in a capital city that has the least accessible taxi fleet in the country. Normal is booking a black cab online or by phone, and then being told that no driver will take the job because you're a wheelchair user. Normal is having a minicab driver complain the instant they arrive because you have a wheelchair, even though they could have been faced by 3 drunk men with lots of luggage instead. Normal is having a taxi driver refuse to take you because you have an assistance dog. Normal is having lots of people watching while you struggle to unload your wheelchair from the car, but no one offering to help. Normal is living in a capital city where the European Blue Badge scheme isn't recognised in the centre, which is where most national attractions and major stores are based. Normal is never being able to find a Blue Badge parking space locally when you attempt to access local visitor attractions and shops. Normal is being surrounded by leaflets, posters and websites that we can't read because they don't follow accessible design guidelines and use difficult words. Normal is being forced to communicate by telephone when hearing impairments and or memory problems and or pain make this difficult or impossible for us. Normal is being told that everything we need to know is available on the internet when we don't have any access to it. Normal is never being given enough notice to book the support and transport we need to attend community events. Normal is entering via the back door and then sitting at the back of the room. Normal is attending an event where there's no amplification for and lighting on the speakers. Normal is attending an event where the speakers continually turn their backs on the audience, making it impossible to lip read. Normal is attending an event where there's no BSL interpreter or Palantype subtitles, even when the event is specifically aimed at disabled people. Normal is being asked to attend a meeting specifically for disabled people and then finding that no access support has been provided. Normal is a venue leaving their hearing aid loop at the back of a cupboard for years, rather than installing it so it's always available. Normal is no one understanding how to install a hearing aid loop when it's asked for. Normal is no sign language interpreter turning up, even when they've been booked months in advance. Normal is yet another multi-million-pound building opening, where the access is poorer than the building it replaced. Normal is event organisers refusing to listen, however many times we explain why a new building isn't accessible to us. Normal is event organisers believing that they know what our access needs are better than we do. Normal is staying at home. Normal is being bullied in your comprehensive school because you're in the special zone. Normal is not being able to take GCSEs because your special school doesn't teach them. Normal is being refused entry to the college course you want to study because you have learning difficulties. Normal is being unable to apply for the university course you want to join because there's no Blue Badge parking. Normal is not being able to make friends with your fellow students because you have no access to a BSL interpreter outside your classes. Normal is not being able to do your homework because the lecturer refused your PA his permission to record the class on video. Normal is being told you can't join an adult education class, calling you a health and safety risk. Normal is being thrown out of the local community choir and still banned, calling you a health and safety risk. Normal is no one speaking to you when you join a community group, even though you're blind. Normal is seeing yet another advert for a television programme where disabled people are treated as freaks. Normal is listening to a comedian make yet another joke about disabled people. Normal is reading yet another stereotype of disability. Normal is a world where 97% of publicly funded cultural workers and artists are non-disabled, even though 20% of people of working age have an impairment. Normal is watching the Paralympic ceremonies, knowing that 97% of the volunteer performers were non-disabled. Normal is being regarded as asexual, genderless and forever childlike, rather than as sexual, adult men and women. Normal is being unable to come out as lesbian or gay, for fear of losing the family support you need to survive. Normal is being unable to come out as lesbian or gay for fear of your PAs victimising you. Normal is being unable to access your local lesbian and gay group or club, and being made to feel that no one wants you there anyway. Normal is being 22 and living in an old people's home because there's no accessible housing available. Normal is being 32 and trapped in your home because you can't afford the necessary adaptations. Normal is being 42 and forced into a care home because you're deemed to be too expensive to live independently. Normal is living in an accessible home but not being able to access any of the homes of your family members and friends. Normal is having very few friends, none of whom are non-disabled. Normal is people judging everything you do as being inevitably second class because they see you as a second class person. Normal is seeing all of the money allocated to support disabled people being spent on non-disabled workers. Normal is sitting in yet another meeting telling non-disabled professionals how to do their job but not being paid for it. Normal is being offered payment to attend a meeting to tell non-disabled professionals how to do their job, but being paid for the whole day at less than the hourly rate that was paid to the non-disabled consultant who decided the amount you receive. Normal is being barred by a security guard from entering the building you're working in, because as a disabled person you can only be a member of the public. Normal is not being shortlisted for job interviews, even though you are much better qualified than the person who eventually gets the job. Normal is the vast majority of employers stating openly they would never employ a disabled person. Normal is the 55-year-old graduate who's never worked, despite applying for thousands of jobs. Right. Normal is being told you're lazy and work shy. Normal is attending family functions to find that no one speaks to you apart from your closest relatives. Normal is not being included in family outings and holidays. Normal is being told you're not welcome at your brother's wedding unless you come without your wheelchair. Normal is having your sister-in-law take control of your mobility car while you're left to walk. Normal is having your parents spend your benefits on themselves, leaving you with nothing. Normal is being rejected by your parents and siblings. Normal is being left by your partner when they realise you can't be cured. Normal is being ignored when you're the advocate for your disabled child. Normal is being treated badly because you're a brother, sister, parent or friend of a disabled person. Normal is being a member of the poorest group in society. Normal is being the hardest hit by cuts to benefits and services. Normal is having other people believe you're rich because of what they read in the papers and hear from politicians. Normal is being blamed for society's difficulties, even though you have no control over them. Normal is being stereotyped as dishonest, untrustworthy, untruthful. Normal is being berated by parents and siblings for not being able to overcome our conditions, spurred on by tabloid headlines about war heroes and benefit cheats. Normal is having strangers scream abuse at you in the supermarket car park. Normal is having passers-by make fun of you at the bus stop. Normal is someone stealing your bag in the street. Normal is having other people set their dogs on you when you take your assistant's dog to the park. Normal is your neighbours attacking your property and making death threats against you. Normal is being hit by your partner, who's also your carer. Normal is not having the crimes against you recorded by the police because you're not regarded as being a reliable witness. Normal is not being believed when you go to court because you're not regarded as being a reliable witness. Normal is continually having murders described by judges as being inexplicable rather than being identified correctly as disability hate crimes. Normal is pretending you don't have an impairment. If there's anywhere at all, you can hide it. Normal is only having access to the help and support you require if you're deemed to be in substantial or critical need. Normal is being provided with support only when it suits your PA or care agency, not when you need it. Normal is being charged for support you haven't received because the care agency wanted to provide it when you weren't available. Normal is being left on your own every evening and all weekend, with nothing to do but sit in front of the television and eat. Normal is having yet another PA leave without giving notice because they know you can't do anything about it. Normal is struggling to cope in the absence of yet another PA. Normal is not being able to book emergency support from a care agency because the hourly rate you receive from the council hasn't been increased for a decade, but the agency rate, unsurprisingly, has. Normal is being told you're not in substantial need even though you're quadriplegic, since your child is deemed able to provide you with help. Normal is being blamed by society for the fact that your child is being forced to provide support for you. Normal is having your child taken away from you because you're judged unfit to be a parent. Normal is being denied the support you need to be a good parent. Normal is having an Equality Act that spells out all of the ways in which you can legally be discriminated against. Normal is having a medical system where your life can be judged not to be worth living. Normal is being told repeatedly that other people would kill themselves in our circumstances because we're a burden to others. Normal is being told repeatedly that your child should never have been born because they are a burden to others. Normal is the UN Convention on the Rights of Disabled People. Normal is being proud of who we are. Normal is the mother who will do anything to support her child. Normal is the man who battles tirelessly for his partner's rights. Normal is being recognised as the expert on our own needs. Normal is disabled people and carers setting up our own organisations to provide services and activities. Normal is the school with the effective anti-bullying policy. Normal is the college students who welcome the opportunity to study alongside disabled students. Normal is the support worker who opens up a whole new world to the person they're working with. Normal is the security guard who does everything they can to help you get into their building. Normal is the gallery manager who's happy to be challenged about access and is never defensive. Normal is the council officer who picks you up and takes you to a meeting in their own car. Normal is the receptionist who asks if your assistant's dog would like a bowl of water. Normal is the pub where every worker's had disability equality training. Normal is the broadcaster headhunting disabled presenters. Normal is the website that's written in easy words and includes BSL videos. Normal is the company that provides BSL lessons for all its employees for nothing. Normal is the traditional disability charity that's challenged itself to change. Normal is the young mother who asks you if you need help to load your wheelchair in the supermarket car park. Normal is the friend who asks if your assistant's dog would appreciate a walk. Normal is the neighbour who asks if they can fetch your shopping with their own. Normal is realising that together we are strong. Normal is knowing that together we can change our world.
Please hang on.